guys, welcome back to the YA Room. I'm Alex and today I'm going to be sharing with you the importance of Love Oz YA and why we should talk about it more. I feel like Australian authors are so underappreciated and need to be loved extra just because they don't get as much love from us as Australians, and I think that's really sad, and I really would like to see more about it on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and Tumblr. I just want to see all the Love Oz YA, and that's why I'm going to share with you my top 5 ultimate favourites and why you should read them. The first one is Frankie by Siobhan Plaza. This one follows Frankie Vega, who feels like she doesn't really have any connections in the world and she maybe has a bit of anger issues, which I feel like a lot of us do. She recently broke someone's nose with a book, so classic bookworm. She's just so relatable. And one day someone approaches her and says that he's her half brother, and they start talking and then he disappears. So it's her trying to find what happened, and it talks about crime and missing boys in the area and how police handle them, which is really relevant in today's society, and I just think it's a really good book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. The next one I have is Risk, and this one is about social media security and catfishing basically. It follows 2 young girls who go on a website much like Omegle, which is where you can face chat with strangers, which is totally 100% not safe. I would not recommend. And one of the girls decides to go and meet this boy that they met online, and it doesn't work out the way they originally planned. I thought it's very relevant in today's day and age, and it shows how social media is dangerous and people just don't really talk about it that much, and it's all about cyber safety and just protecting yourself and your friends, and I think it's really important. I also gave this one 5 out of 5 and I read it in about 2 hours. It's really quick and all her books are, so if you want to check it out. Flo Ferris, actually a police officer, so she's got all these insights to how dangerous the world can be, and she talks about them in her novel, which I think is brilliant for putting your work to your novels. So she really writes what she knows, so that's really good. 5 out of 5. The next one I have is The Sidekicks by Will Kostakis. I always get his name wrong, so don't ever quote me. If he tells you I'm saying it wrong, I probably am, so thank you so much for not correcting me, Will. And this book is The Sidekicks. This one follows 3 friends who have the same best friend, and one day they turn up to school to find out that their best friend has actually passed away. And it starts with a different point of view every third, and them talking about from the time they get told the best friend has passed away to them and their grieving process until it goes into the next person. And it's all about them coming together and learning to appreciate each other as friends and kind of bond over what has happened to them. It's obviously not something everyone can relate to, but it's really easy to empathise with and sympathise with all the characters, and I really think it's really important. I also gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. It's not as easy and funny as light as a lot of YA is, but I think it's really important. The next one I have here is Aura's Gold by Charlotte Young. I was actually sent this one a long time ago and it's become one of my favourites. It follows a girl in the not too soon distant future in Australia, and they're basically being tracked and monitored by when they get their menstruation and where they are with that, and whether or not they're getting pregnant or using protection and whatnot. And I think it's very scary and a bit kind of not too futuristic. Like, I feel like it could happen. And one day she moves states to live with her auntie and finds out that her auntie is secretly a midwife, which is very much against the law of New Australia, and the problems that come with that. I gave this one 5 out of 5, hence why it is a fave, and I really love it. I know you can get this one on Book Depository, but not DMX unfortunately, so I would look into that. I also have Illuminated by Amy Coffin and Jay Kristoff. This one is super cool, and I think anybody will love it. I constantly say this all the time at work, and when it first came out there were so many people talking about it. It was on radios, everything like that. People old and young were reading this book, and I think it's just really cool and so different. It's told in like video transcripts and iMessages and pictures, and it's just really cool. So it follows a space kind of adventure slash runaway where there's 2 kids, their point of views, and they are running away or trying to get away from this company on their tails to destroy them for something that they've seen and shouldn't see. So we follow that, and it's going to be a trilogy, so I would get my hands on it soon before it finishes and you get spoiled for everything. I know I only said 5, but apparently I can't count and I've actually got a 6th one for you. And this one is an obvious choice, and I think it's very much a good choice for kind of dipping your toes into so many different authors and their writing style, and that one is the Love Oz YA anthology, Begin and Begin. This one features 10 authors, including the editor Danielle Bix, who gave out the prompts for this work and collaboration, and I think it's just really cool and amazing. So many different kind of writing styles, futuristic, not futuristic, dystopian, political, all that sort of jazz, and I think it's really awesome and you should definitely pick it up. So that's all for my Australian Love Oz YA appreciation, and I hope you check them all out. If you have any other amazing recommendations, just leave them down below. Let me know what your favourite Love Oz YA novel is and I shall pick it up and hopefully read it. So let's do the stack. That's my wonderful stack of Love Oz YA. I really hope you guys appreciate some of these novels as much as I do. I think they're all really important and have their own unique voice, and they're all amazing authors as well. So you should definitely check them out if you haven't read them already. Bye!